Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the corner. Little coaching in the corner for the YouTube community. So let me have a quick drink here. Sweet. Okay. You know what? I'm back again to talk some more. I'm just gonna keep hammering home on the psychedelic, self-transforming machine elves, alternate dimension, fucking DMT, sort of mushroom realms, because that's what people want to hear about. And you know what? I'm going to do it because, like me, I assume people are somewhat like me when it comes to that. Is you're really keen to know. You want to find out. You heard Joe Rogan talking about DMT. You watched the movie The Spirit Molecule. You fucking heard some idiot, some fucking hippie talking about DMT, man. There's fucking angels and gods, man. Smoking DMT is cool. Yeah. You know what? It's true. It is cool. Fucking drugs are cool. You already knew that. You already knew that when you saw those old commercials in the 90s when they're like, say no to drugs. Drugs are for losers. And then you saw some fucking cool guy at your school smoking joints and all the girls liked him. And the fucking coke dealer has all the hot girlfriends. So you knew drugs are cool. And they are. But not in the way that you fucking think. Okay? Not in the way that you think. You already know that, like, smoking meth is fucking stupid. And that realistically, that dude who's doing coke all the time, while he might look cool in the moment, oh, the girls like him, but realistically, the girls just left anyway, because he's not building real value within himself. Okay, so I'm gonna bring that over to like the psychedelics. Okay, again, yes, they are cool in a way because it's valuable. It's a valuable tool. It's a valuable realm. It's awesome, and it's even better that the like status quo mainstream society told you it was wrong, and now you're starting to realize it's actually right, and you're amazed by it, and you're like, this is awesome. Fucking Rogan talked about it. You know what I mean? I saw some video about it. Alex Jones talked about it, or some shit, or whatever it is. That's cool, and I'm happy that people are figuring this out and start to realize it. But I want to bring in the other side of the fucking picture here. And it's not some like scary thing where it's like, you could have a bad trip. Oh my God. Gee, what would happen if you saw like an alien or you saw like a demon? That could scare you. I'm not coming from that direction. If that happens, I'm saying good for you. That's what you needed. Right? Good. If you have a so-called bad trip, that's not a bad trip. That's a fucking needed trip. Right? That's the one you needed. And as horrible as that might be, I'm not sure if I started saying this or not on the YouTube channel, but I say it all the time in my normal life. Embrace the fucking horror. Embrace that horror that you're experiencing during this trip. Embrace it. Good. Good. Good for you. Embrace the hours that your like mind is being traumatized and like you're feeling all these traumatic things of past lives, or those multiple times you were an idiot and now you're trying to be like, fuck, why did I do that? That wasn't right. I should have been nicer to that person, blah, 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 blah. That's not a bad trip. That's a good thing. That's a valuable experience. That's a needed trip. So embrace that, and it will eventually diminish. It could be hours. It could be fucking days. Who knows? You know what, man? If you really got unhinged or you really went in deep with the fucking medicines, you could be looking at weeks or months. Fuck, man. Maybe years, right? Maybe that one story you heard about that fucking guy in your neighborhood who took fucking mushrooms one time and was fucking living in the woods for 2 years. Maybe that was true. Maybe he needed it. Maybe you need it. Who really knows? And I'm not here to moralize. I'm not here to say do it or don't do it or whatever. That's up to you. You have the right. No one can tell you yes or no. There's no fucking man down in some fucking office somewhere who can tell you whether or not you can or can't use these medicines. It's up to you to figure it out for yourself. It's up to you to feel called by these medicines. Okay? So, that being out of the way, I want to bring some balance to the picture. Okay? Just because you have the right and maybe the opportunity, I'm not even going to get into like the legality and shit. I don't even know what the fuck to say about that. The legal system's broken and it's all fucked up. It's not to protect you. It's to keep certain like businesses going and stuff. Whatever. It's a whole other mess. And I don't know what the fucking YouTube like laws are and shit. So I'm not even going to talk about that. But I'm just going to talk like realistically what you're going to engage with if you choose to go down these paths, which you can. But just because you want to sit there and just like smoke fucking DMT to your brain and be like, oh, the curtain split, and you're like, oh my god, the fucking gods and the aliens and like the pantheon of ideas and the transforming architecture and the like geological fucking plates of reality are shifting and speaking to me and all this, and if that appeals to you, that's cool, right? And that's all true, right? That's all true. Like, you can just hear me say it and be like, oh, okay, Luke said it, it's true, because I already checked. And you just rest with that, man. Just rest on that. And be like, all right, cool, it is true. And I can experience that when I get around to it. There's no rush. Okay? Because you're still going to have to live with that. Right? Like, you're still going to have to live with these new realizations and the weight of that. It's not going to allow you suddenly to not get up at 7 o'clock and do fucking a 20-minute run. It's not going to allow you to skip going to the gym. It's not going to suddenly let you to just fucking give up on taking care of yourself and doing hard things in your life and facing difficult facts and difficult realities and still becoming more in touch with like the nuances of your own personality. You're still going to have to do all that. Right? Like the DMT and the psychedelics and stuff are not an escape. It's not coke. It's not meth. You're not going to escape this way. It's a deepening. It's an enlightening. Okay? So that's what's going to happen. And like, I'm not trying to scare anyone. I really am not trying to scare anyone. I'm just trying to bring a little bit of balance and perspective to this. Because just because like psychedelics and DMT and ayahuasca and stuff become popular lately, which is a wicked thing and it's great and I'm glad, it's like, always remember, the mainstream perverts everything. So anything that becomes mainstream is perverted, broken, ruined in some way, co-opted by bullshit and companies and nonsense. So as you see psychedelics become slightly mainstream, they're also missing things. They're also losing touch with things. So I compare it to this, man, and here's the real truth. This is the fucking truth about it. It's like, if you're some dopey dude, you're some dopey chode dude who's not been building himself, not been learning about the nuances of like interpersonal relationships, not been developing his game, not been like gathering reference experiences, learning over months and fucking years, maybe decades, and you just sit there and you just like turn on your computer and like see some hot girl on like a porno video and you're like, oh, I want that girlfriend, like, or I want that girl, I want to have sex with that girl, or I want her to be my girlfriend. You see like a picture of some girl in a magazine, you're like, oh, that'd be cool if she was like, you know, in like a car advertisement. You're like, that'd be cool if that was me sitting on that hood of that car and that girl was with me. You just want that just because it's just like that. You just think like, oh, that'd be cool, I'll have that. But if realistically, if actually that case came into reality and all of a sudden here was the girl, right? Here was the girl now. And here you are, sitting beside your new BMW, and you're sitting there, and here's the girl. That is just the beginning, man. Like, that's just the beginning. Like, it doesn't absolve you of some kind of responsibility. It's adding to your responsibilities. Do you have any idea what that's going to take? Now you got some super hot girlfriend here. Holy shit. And if you haven't been, like, developing yourself to the point where you deserve that and you've earned that, it's not going to work. It's going to be too much for you, right? There's going to be a lot of problems that come with that. Like, holy shit, man, some super hot girlfriend here. Ugh, the bullshit, the fucking lies, the drama, the nom nom nah, the all of it, man. It's going to be exhausting. So I'm just trying to compare, and not. I don't want to hear any fucking like comments like Luke's being sexist. Like, no, no, no. Like, that's great. Like, if we're able to get an attractive girlfriend or a girlfriend that makes you feel good and you're happy to be with her, that's awesome and that's great. And I'm happy for you and you should and that's great. I'm just saying that it isn't some free ride, right? It's not like you can suddenly. I don't know why that fucking went dark, but okay. It's not like you can suddenly just bypass like the process. You're not gonna be able to do that. It's the same way comparable to like a super attractive girlfriend, which like in a way is like just like a psychedelic experience because it's gonna be so like changing to you. It's gonna be so backwards. It's gonna be so contradictory to how you thought things worked if you don't have any kind of experience in that area. It's completely foreign to you. So you may as well compare like directly smoking DMT or directly taking like large psychedelic dose. Okay? Especially if you haven't been doing any work, if you haven't been like building up like meditation, like all this type of shit. Compare that to just you, actually the person you are now, literally sitting there like me, sitting here in this fucking corner with the long hair and the fucking beard and then randomly the just like hottest girl all of a sudden is just like, oh great, Luke, I really like you, like you're the one for me, let's be together. Ugh, like that's awesome and I'm working towards that and I'm getting there and that over time is kind of happening and that's awesome. But it's also this huge like it's a wait, like it's a process. It's not just a free ride, you know? And I want to compare that to like the psychedelics, like so that I can maybe encourage people to not just focus on that. Because, like, Rogan's not getting away with anything. Like, he's not just suddenly sitting there and being like, I'm just going to sit around and smoke DMT. This is fun. No, man. He still knows he's got to get up the next day. He's got to run up that fucking hill with his dog. He's got to go into the float tank. He's got to go to jujitsu. He's got to fucking work out. He's got to eat his proper shit. He's got to constantly work at his, like, comedy routines. Like, he doesn't ever. It's no free ride. It's just like an added like tool. That's the truth, man. That honestly, this is how I see it. I don't think there's oh yeah, that's how I see it. You don't need like you don't have to like you don't have to use like plant medicine. You don't have to, right? If you're being called to it, that's great, but it's calling you for a reason. And the reason isn't just for fun, or it's not just for like there's a there is some trade. Like these plants want something from you too, in a way. Like they want something from you. They want your attention. It's the same. Go back to that hot girlfriend. Like she's not just gonna like hang off you. Like oh my god, you're so cool all the time. No man. Like she's gonna be like wanting shit from you. Like oh, spend time with me. Oh, let's do this or tell me about that. Or it's gonna and that's great. And hopefully that will help you grow into the kind of person who you really can be. Okay. So that was just a short one today. Hopefully that helps people out in the psychedelic realm of possibilities. It's like it literally is. I didn't realize this until recently, but putting like self-transforming machine elves or like mushrooms or DMT or all this type of shit in like your YouTube videos, it's literally like it's like It's like internet marketing, like hacks, where you're just like, figure out how to get the hottest girl in two words, like secret pill that makes you irresistible to women. Click here, click right now. $1.99 for instant fucking skinny tea makes you lose 50 pounds in fucking 10 minutes. People are just like, oh really? Sweet. And that's the thing, like people, our society's built on that kind of bullshit. So people then approach like psychedelics like that. They're like, oh great, I'll just smoke DMT, it'll change my life. It will, but not in that kind of instantaneous, like, everything. It is going to change things. It's going to make you totally see things differently. But you still are going to have to build up the actual structure of the person who's seeing that. That shit's going to take work. You're going to be digging a fucking ditch. Like, there's no way around it. So just start fucking digging now. Like, you're still going to have to do push-ups. You're still going to have to do squats. You're still going to have to do pull-ups. So just start doing that shit now. Because you're never going to get away from it. You're still going to have to do it. Then you can go and use psychedelic drugs. And, oh, this is fun. This is cool. I'm still building my process. Plus, I'm gaining this amazing knowledge from these medicines. Now my whole shit's better. Plus, now the hot girlfriend likes me. Boom. Living the dream. Pow. Okay. Like some fucking videos, please. Subscribe. And leave some goddamn comments. Please. Okay. Peace out, everyone.